Khumo,
Good fam, what's good? We're back with Khumo, our resident for What the Tweet, new season, first episode. So yeah, man, welcome back, Khumo.
What up?
I say it was a good start to the season, but the season has started nevertheless. So
A start is a start.
yeah, the first weekend down. So yeah, welcome, man.
And already in pain. No, man. Yeah, well, good to be here. New season, new name. Call me Cashmere Cobra. You'll catch me. You dig? But yeah, man. Oh, we started. I don't know if you remember those games as kids. Someone would say, touch is a move. If you touch it, you've moved. I think it's in chess. Yeah. So we've moved. We touched it and we moved all the way to 20.
Yeah, man. We started on top and we finished at the bottom there. So
Started from the top, now we're at the bottom.
yeah, so well, we might as well just kick it off, with the show, discussing Arsenal fans' tweets or people that tweet about Arsenal. And I'm sure, like, the funny thing is we get better tweets when we do bad. So I'm sure the next few shows will be a bit good. But might as well just kick it off there. I think the first tweet that you want to talk about, that's an opener right there,
Yeah, let me say it's an Instagram post, but I mean, was shared on Twitter and everything. So we'll allow it. Do you want to read it or should I get on it?
You kick it off.
Yeah, so this is from Paul Kagame, the president of Rwanda. Visit Rwanda, a major sponsor. So, I mean, we got the president. He's also an Arsenal fan, so what can we say? But the president said, what? It's football. It's a loss of Arsenal to Brentford. Brentford deserved to win, and they did. The game itself aside, Arsenal and their fans don't deserve the kind to get used to this. No. Capital letters N-O. I say this as one of the big fans of Arsenal. The change has taken too long to come. And you can say as a big fan of Arsenal and as someone who's putting big money into Arsenal.
Yeah. Well, like they're kind of on our jerseys there, like seen everywhere. And even like the person that shared it is actually like an AFTV, I think. Remember? And she was like, this tweet is from the president of Rwanda, the country that is branded all over Arsenal shirts. Visit Rwanda, one of our main sponsors. Things are bad when people in this position are tweeting. We're one game in and I'm hopeless.
So, dude, I share her sentiments, man.
Yeah, it's and like for this guy to come out and just be like, damn, imagine how frustrated it must be. Like he's a president. I'm sure he got like other things to do, but like Arsenal on his mind, he's like, hey, I need to say something. Yeah.
He was watching it. He was watching the match on probably Rwandan Air Force One. And like, I gotta catch the match. And then, he's in the air. You can't throw things out the window. You're angry.
Like, just land now. Land to where I can get
land now. I don't care. We're in the middle of the Sahara. Land. So, yeah, man. But I would say, look, to go to the next tweet. Sorry, like for me, the only positive from that match, was the Albert Lokonga Sambi. He was for me the only positive from that match. I liked him. We got a tweet here from the Tactical Times at @tactical_times. And they said he had 87% pass accuracy, 2.5 accurate long passes, which is something we need. We need passes into people making runs. 2 chances created, 5 out of 8 duels won, and 2 interceptions. It's not an ideal start, but the young Belgian showed enough to say he can play, definitely touches, shades of a real tactician here. Still a lot to learn. But even there's still a lot to learn. He's got none to learn from. He's got Xhaka next to him. Xhaka, I swear to God, bro. So I know this is a Sambi appreciation tweet, but He's the only person trying to play forward. When you got Xhaka as a perpetual pass to the side, there was an incident where he had a chance to pass Smith Rowe straight through. He opts to go to the wing to turn. Like, what's going on, man? What is actually going on? I mean, keep in mind, what's this guy's name? Tifo IRL. They did a whole video about Arsenal's donut shape passing. Like, I was complaining about this last season. We go to the wings. Tifo doing the same thing. You guys are going to the wings. You're going to the wings. Like, is Arteta the only person who doesn't see that it's garbage? Even the Tifo guy was saying that when it's talking about the video, it's like, bruh, it's a stupid thing that Arsenal's doing. Like, they can't get anywhere. They just go to the wings. Then it comes back, goes to the next wing. Or there's nothing, goes back to... Yeah. So is Arteta the only idiot who doesn't see this? When the whole world is seeing it, I don't understand. So you asked before we're going to talk about the match. I think I've said it in probably past videos. I'll save it for when you come to Arteta. His tweets are coming. Shall I get on the next one?
Yeah. But like touching on that also touches on the Lokonga. He was actually really impressive. You know, it was just unfortunate that was the type of game he was in. But his progression, his movement, and you're right, like learning off Xhaka isn't going to help. But at least Partey's there. You know, Arteta was a defensive mid, maybe that'll help. But still, he showed like promise, you know, that whole, it's hard to come into Premier League and stuff like that. It is true, but you wouldn't say that this guy is like, and he's young and like coming in there. There was 1-2 touches. Yeah, he gave the ball away a few times, but in that type of player that we want, you're going to get that. You're going to give the ball away, but it's how you get out of tight situation. There was a tight situation. You just got out of it, quick feet, got out of it, made the pass, you know. So, and then going on to the next tweet at Minas Nathan 99, Lokonga is doing the post-match interview again. Where is the captain? Where is the leadership? Why the F have you sent a kid to do the interview? Oh, but if we had won, you wouldn't have been out getting interviewed, wouldn't you, Xhaka? And then he's like, he just gives him.
Well.
That's the truth.
I mean, Nathan is spot on, dude.
And Xhaka was captain. That just flew under the radar there with the loss. Xhaka was captain.
Yeah. He was captain. Did you see that second goal when they're just standing there watching Xhaka? The second, he's just standing there watching, and then you know how he gets upset with everyone, like,
yeah.
When the things, like he did not, he was just standing there watching
the defensive line there. He's supposed to cover that like as a defensive man.
Or push, go, dude. You're ball watching in our box. Are you not attacking? Are you not moving? You just rooted in place.
But like he's also, a captain. On this tweet, I get that Xhaka should have spoken as a captain, but like if you wanna, like at least the best player spoke, it might have been a kid. You know what I'm saying? It's like they chose the best player and like they couldn't look at anyone else except this kid.
Well, maybe it's interviews. So it's the interviewers. Saying, look, there was the best person on the pitch. Xhaka was nothing. But he's the same idiot that's been rewarded with a new contract. You know? Like, how's he being outclassed? He's Premier League. He's been in the Premier League how long? How's he being outclassed by Sambi? Sambi's first match in the EPL, and he's outclassing Xhaka.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. And he's been given a new 2-year contract or whatever fucking extension, whatever 5 years extra. But he's being outclassed. So you're being Sambi, first game in the EPL, bosses you out. You the bloody captain. You are a chicken shit. You can't do an interview. Yet you're being given an extra a contract. But his time's coming. His tweet's also coming there.
Maybe you can do the next two because this next one is quite short. It's just like.
Yeah, but shout out to him, Sam, because Sambi's the captain. He was a captain at his previous team.
Not Leverkusen.
No, Sambi in Belgium.
Anderlecht. Anderlecht, yes. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, he was a captain. He was a captain there. So the kid is quality. The kid's the future.
And you can.
It's just that.
You can see.
Yeah, even the blind can see him, bruh. That is good. And Arteta is part of, but Arteta is not even blind. There's a what? I don't know why I saw it on Twitter or Reddit, and there's some tweet said no one's blinder than people who don't want to see, and Arteta is the blindest. He doesn't want to see. Everything else that the world sees, Arteta doesn't want to see. But anyway, so the next tweet is actually a general one. It's about, we had 1 million tweets about Arsenal in South Africa trending after that match. 1 million, bruh.
Even if you look at that list, it's like Arsenal, then Ben White, then Arteta. You know what I mean? Like in South Africa, it's like
1 million
out of the 5 trending is Arsenal.
You know, so it just tells you, look, at least we love Arsenal. We love this club, but right now we are in pain. And the next tweet goes with that.
And that's why this show is doing so well, because 1 million
No, but we don't.
South African.
We don't want to be those people, but listen to, so the next tweet from at Kevin at 3N, ATT3N. What's that? Atten. Maybe Kevin Atten. He's giving us a asthma starter pack. It's those asthma pumps, a high blood pressure monitor, the Holy Bible, and Panado, which I'm assuming is like what our Panado here, headache pills, extra strength.
Should have made it like a double pack there. You know, that's what we need.
It's our life, dude. We can't watch. We watch the team in half scared, half worried, half shitting ourselves. Basically.
Like we went from 0 to 0, because we were chatting before how excited were we about the game. We're like, yeah, come, let's go. Now it's like 3 days later, like, it's tough, huh?
We're excited for the season starting. I think we all didn't think we had a chance. We hoped, obviously, but.
Well, like first game, at least one win. You're like, yeah, because then going into.
I hope Brentford, bruh, newly promoted. What? So imagine Arteta can be the newly promoted team. Hey, bruh.
But then that goes to how we feel or what's happening in the world, because our fixtures speak it. You know, to the next. I don't know if it's a tweet, but it's just a funny image. Even our fixtures are laughing at us. Home away.
Yeah, my bad. I don't know how I cropped it, because I didn't get the original tweet somehow. Maybe, some of these things you get from other groups, people sending to you, laughing at you, because they know you're an Arsenal fan.
And look at those fixtures. It's Chelsea at home, City away, Norwich at home, another newly promoted team. Burnley away, which we struggled last season. Tottenham at home, struggled as well. Brighton away, we also struggled with them. So maybe Norwich.
So all the guys who beat us in preseason, Chelsea, Tottenham, the people who beat us in preseason.
Yeah.
We had a dismal preseason, guys. Hey, I don't know why I thought it'd be different, but yeah.
Yeah, ha to us, huh? And even that picture, look at Arteta's face. It's just so funny.
It's like glitching, bro.
It's like he doesn't know where to look.
Dude. And he doesn't give anything, this dude. I'm sorry. But anyway, let's get to White there. I'm sorry to White. Our boy Ben White, first match. From Statman Dave, at Statman Dave. Ben White just won 50% of his aerial duels and 43% of his ground duels in his competitive Arsenal debut. A rough first day at the office.
Definitely. Yeah.
Look, I want to say this quickly, Keesh. Who's been our defensive coach, bruh? I think that person has been, since Wenger even days, and I don't want to blame Wenger for anything, but we've had a shocking defending coaching but I will say this. I think Murray is not good. I would have loved to see Gabriel. I think Murray is not good at all.
Murray got exposed on Friday. He got flames. And I think Ben White, these stats aren't so bad, but he showed a bit of promise, but also a bit of he has some mistakes in him. But I think Murray was a bit shaky, that it might have caused him to also not be at his best. When you left in certain positions, there's nothing you can do. Like the Chambers, where he cleared it off the line. Ben White was like right next to him, and then they scored that goal. It just fell to them, and they both were like out of position. Like I don't know what was going on, but yeah, it's a bit sad. Like not sad in the sense that this is his first game and he gets so much of flack. But welcome to Arsenal, man. Like what else?
Well, welcome to the Arsenal. You are gonna be in for a doozy. I mean, that must feel
we're not
painful
good
too.
at defending. What did you think coming in here? Like you're gonna be praised?
No, but dude, but you see, but it's the same thing from last season too. How these guys break from the front, how opposition teams get to our box in 2 seconds flat. We take 10 minutes to get into their box, but they just turn around in our box.
Even that Brentford game, those long balls that they were popping over and past our defense, they were getting it so easy. I'm like, why don't we just try the exact same thing with them? You know what I mean?
It's not even the long balls, right? The passes, they take 4 passes in our box. That's Arsenal last season, the same thing. So we, on the other hand, take 100 passes and we still outside there.
A lot of the time when we're in good positions, we slow down play so much that it allows them to get back into like their kind of formation. Like Pepe getting double team, like if you move the ball fast enough, you can avoid that or just maybe like get to a position where you can lay it off to you. But by the time we get there, they're already in position to and they defended quite well. They were structured. So if you allow them that, like you remember that Pepe chance at the end where the keeper made a crazy save. That's how we need to play, like that kind of move. When you saw how fast we open them up, like stuff like that happen. But
the coach is telling them something else because these people are not doing that.
Build from the back, that build from the back nonsense. Build.
Remember, what was it? I think didn't that force the goal actually, the second goal? Because I think the ball the ball was forced out basically from moving from the back or something like, and then the throw in and then goal. But even moving to the next one from what's his name? Robin.
At Robin Bernier, at R Bernier, cost of Ben White 50 million. Cost of Brentford's entire starting 11, 53 million. That's quite scary. Damn.
So imagine what the Brentford coach could do with our squad.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they were also just happy, they're in Premier League. Another thing is they were lucky to play us. Let's see against bigger teams or what happens,
But what are we then? What are we? Are we so wow? If you say we like you to play us, what are we?
Because everyone that like comes up like they'll set some record, something like nobody just like can But I get what you mean, like.
But we're spineless. Liverpool put Norwich to the sword, 3-0. Norwich got promoted, and Norwich got more experience than them.
Exactly.
Liverpool put them.
That's what I can't understand. The only thing I can think, but they were also away Liverpool to Norwich. So
yeah, exactly. They were the same like us.
Brentford fans were a bit hostile. I didn't even know they're in London as well. But like still, it's like this is what you thrive for as a footballer, to go there and like just destroy,
Liverpool
I don't know.
did it. Went to Norwich and gave them 3. We are spineless, bro. Like Brentford probably thought to themselves, this is the best game we can start. We are playing a spineless team.
That's what I'm saying now.
A weak team.
With them, it's like, and they knew, they even like you saw, they pressed us hard. We couldn't move the ball as fast as well. So they knew what to expect from us, which is kind of sad because we could be a good team and we are a good team. But once you know what to expect from us, you can nullify it, and you know what I mean.
But did Arteta not know that they were gonna press? Because I'm gonna say that people were saying that's what they're gonna do before the match. They're gonna press you guys. That's how they're playing.
Well, everybody knows that about us now. You press us, we just crumble,
So didn't Arteta prepare for that?
Like a freshly baked cookie. You just put too much of force there.
But doesn't Arteta know that about the team, about the opposition? But then, so that's my issue with Xhaka. Xhaka is so slow, bruh. Xhaka is he offers you nothing. He is not athletic at all. He offers you nothing. He only looks good when we're winning because he's not expected to do anything. He can't even fucking hit a volley properly. That chance he had.
That was a chance there, bro. He could have even brought it down and put it in properly, But But then actually, you're talking about Xhaka. I think it leads perfectly to your the next tweet.
So this is from at AFC Ryan, AFC underscore Ryan underscore. I see this African lad, he's got hashtag conquer out. People said 12 million pounds wasn't enough for Xhaka. And he's got the Shannon Sharp laughing. Bruh, Xhaka, bruh. He had €1, one retarded euros where the other fucking Swiss people did the work. He didn't even play that game. Xhaka is so shit. He didn't even play that match. They got kicked out, the last match, because he got suspended. Right? He picked up so many yellows. He couldn't even play their last match. He gets booted out.
Yeah.
He's so bad. He even lets down a country. You don't understand what this person does. So he had one game where people thought, wow, Xhaka, wow. One game, bruh. And then he consistently did what he does. Picked up too many yellows. He can't make it he even let his country down. He can't even be in their last match. Huh? This is a Xhaka that we're pinning our hopes on. Bruh, this team. And the curse is Xhaka, I'm saying it's a curse now. Since when he joined the team, bruh, we've not made top 4 since he started.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, bro. I hate Xhaka.
No, that's the thing. Xhaka has been welcome to the 3rd season, and Xhaka has been the topic from season 1 of Gunacast, Xhaka every season, and even before that, when I wasn't even doing the show, just chatting around, dudes, when Emery's first season, Wenger's last 2 seasons, you know what I mean? It's just Xhaka's been on the table, and I don't know. Well, I don't know what's we should have offloaded him now, but
Keesh, let me say this. You know what he also did? I remember when he was being linked to Roma, he did they asked him about the season past, and he had the fucking nerve to blame other people. Saying when you do your best and then other people let you down, and they don't do it. He did his best last season, and the rest of the team let him down at Arsenal. He had some cocky bullshit fucking interview reply. Yeah, when you do your best and then other people let you down. What is Xhaka's best? And if he's throwing his teammate on the bus, bro, and then he told us to go fuck ourselves as a fans, throw the teammates on the bus. He's a perpetual choke slammer, gets stupid yellows, stupid fouls. He can't defend, he can't mark anyone. But yet, here, give him a new contract, increase his
captain, first game is captain,
and make him captain.
But then maybe this goes to where we all going to this next tweet. Full estates at full estates. It says Arsenal fans, #Arteta out, rival friends protecting Arteta. So everybody wants to play us right now. And I just feel like as much as you hopeful and stuff like that, Friday's game is the summing up of last season. No creativity, passing to the wings, defense a bit shocking. You know what I mean? Goalkeeper making mistakes, simple ref calls that we just, you know what I mean? If you really had to break it down, throughout that whole season, we've had all of that. And now
in one match.
Friday's game just summed it up for us. We were so happy. We're Brentford. This was probably the easiest game we could have had in the run, if you think about it, on paper. But yeah, it isn't so Premier League, which is nice, I suppose. But yeah, when I watched that game, I was just I was fuming, man. I just went straight to bed. I couldn't even watch, I didn't even watch, I didn't want to watch Ian Wright, because I was I'll cry if I had to watch it.
Yo, he looked like he wanted to cry.
So hard. He tried so hard to be positive.
Right, he wanted to cry, my dude. And you see this guy, what's his name?
Don't take anything away from Brentford, because that's all he can say. Because he's our team's so pop, I can't even say anything.
No, look, you don't take anything away from them, It's actually the other 18 teams, they're lucky to play in a league with a coach who is so stubborn, who doesn't seem to know what he's doing, honestly. He's actually now out of his depth now. And I remember I was defending this dude, and I was give him another season, but now give him a transfer window. Is Is this about the way the transfer window played out? Is this a serious man serious about keeping his job? We had an attacking midfielder problem. We didn't have one. You brought Odegaard in January because they are so bad. New season about to start. No attacking midfielder. You know, is this a man who's serious about his life? Is he? We go get. So this dude, he's been him and Edu actually are just the most. And I don't know people who don't care about what's happening. Because if you really want to shake things up, the promise of shaking the squad up, we still have Onani in the team. Kolasinac is still in the team. We still have Nelson. Nelson was even passing to him. He passed to no one at that one when he got in there. He passed the ball to no one. He backheeled it to no one.
And he was that guy. Like, he was the left winger or the right winger at that time. So I was like, dude, like, you are that guy. Like,
you are the last man on this thing. Who are you passing to? We get rid of Willock, who I've complained about, but he stepped up more than these other guys. Eddie, I don't know where the hell, Eddie's still there. Torreira is being abused and being kicked out. Guendouzi is being abused and kicked out. Saliba is not even being given a chance and kicked out. We have a manager who I think has lost the team, right? And he likes picking fights with people. He gets angry at people and you get punished, right? And then his favorites don't get punished. And I think Xhaka is probably every manager's favorite. I don't know, that guy's a class A1 sucker, but Arteta is stubborn. And tell me, a new coach, 4 or 5 players are all suddenly the problem. And even I want to switch it up to Aubameyang. Aubameyang, a 20 goal plus striker every season. Now Arteta is his coach. Now Aubameyang is scoring less than 10. It's Aubameyang's fault? Aubameyang's been scoring 20.
That's the thing. All these questions are starting to pop up now. Because even like that move with keeping Aubameyang and Lacazette out, like them being sick and what. Like, it just feels like made up. You know what I mean? And something is going on there. Because, like, we went and faced Brentford and we lost. Okay, yeah, it's fine. We gave Martinelli, Balogun, all of them a chance. But your problem is you put them out there and they have no backup. When you need to change the game, who are your game changers? Nelson. Saka is a game changer, don't get me wrong. But to be fair, those guys triple team Saka at one stage. They had like 4 people on him, you know, as much as they clapped for him, which was amazing, you know, when he got on. But there was only so much he could do. And then they had Martinelli. I think Martinelli is still like, he's a bit done, not done, like he's tired, you know. I think he picked up a knock at the Olympics and stuff like that. So he wasn't at the best. Balogun, we didn't play him into the game. It's not that he was bad. He was marked out the game. We didn't play him into the game. But no game changes, you know. Like even Willian might have came and done something.
No.
But we don't have him there. We got Nelson, I don't know, a few other dudes. That Nuno guy did something. But he's a defender, you know, so.
But I want to say this though, like if Aubameyang and Laka are having trouble getting chances to shoot, what is Balogun gonna get? We don't pass. We don't play. We have a team that doesn't fucking play to the strikers. We cross balls to the strikers.
Give the ball to the strength of our strikers. Like we try to play the ball to Aubameyang to make him play, like, you know, play football. You know, like pass. But he's not really good at that. You know what I mean? Just give him the ball, let him do what he's good. Let's be fair, he's not that intricate type of player where, okay, I'll spot the gap. This guy will see a gap, he'll run for it, and he'll take a shot. So play to his
put it over. They never. Do you think Xhaka would ever? No, never. Lacazette.
That Sambi, that Lokonga dude, he was doing that a bit. But it's hard because he has to bring it from deep and then bring it forward and then hopefully not pass it to Xhaka, or pass it to somebody that's going to give it back to him. And the frustrating part is every time he got free, everybody in the center wasn't free and Tierney was open, which was annoying because they knew what to do with Tierney. Tierney is not, he's a great player, but eventually you can figure out what he's going to do. And he's cut back to do work, you know, but he'll still try it and he'll get the ball through. I'll give him that much, you know, he'll run there 90 minutes, do the same thing. But if you mark him well enough, you can block those crosses. And No one was in the box to cross to, let alone
that's what I'm trying to wait to. I was waiting to say that. Kenny was still crossing the no. Kenny was still crossing the ball in with no one in the box. Like they just do like Kenny just runs to the wing.
Like 3 meters ahead of everyone. Like where is it?
And he just passes it anyway. He doesn't stop and he just whips it in anyway. There's no one in the box.
Yeah, he needs to pick his head up a bit more, I feel. Just be a bit more alert. Yeah, you were just saying on your last point there about tyranny crossing in. Yeah, you were just saying like no one in the box.
No, man. Yeah. When was the last time we had one-on-ones or a through ball and the keepers and there are guys in front of the keeper and can shoot it anywhere? Like we never have those balls, It's I'm just tired, bro. I'm just tired of watching the same football that makes no sense.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. But
I think that goes to the next tweet, you know what I mean? Like the way you say you're tired, it's like we only lasted this long, you know what I mean?
Seb, what's his name? This is from Seb at Not Your Winger. He says, fuck the process, Arteta out. Yeah, so Arsenal when losing at halftime under Arteta. We've lost we've been losing from halftime, 16 matches. Are you shitting me? That's almost half the season. We come from losing positions, right? And we've not won one match. We've won 0. We've drawn 4, and we've lost 12 from losing. So we're not a team that we have no spirit. We have no fighting. There's no belief. There's no fighting. There's no spine. So if we're losing in halftime under Arteta, it's over. What is he gonna say in the locker room? He can't say anything. He's still 16 times.
The first season he came, he did a lot better in second half. You know what I mean? Like when he used to speak to them, they'll do a lot. So things have changed a lot.
16. It's been a long time of nothing happening. 16 matches.
16.
So and then now let's jump to the next one because that's the tourney one actually.
James Binge. An attack that's so loaded to the left flank, more than half the chances made from that third of the pitch, half the attacking, or half of our passes. There's nothing for Pepe. There's nothing for Pepe to work on the other side. A glut on right backs. Arteta brings on Chavez. A glute. Glut.
Which right back are you talking about? Which glut of right backs? Because who's the other right back? Bellerin. Who's Bellerin else in the right back?
Suarez, you know what I mean?
Suarez a right back. So it's a glut. Those two. Cedric and Bellerin. Wow. But look at the
Yeah, I'm looking at that,
plays, dude. But just look at the it's all balls. All our attacks are just crosses.
Yeah.
All our attacks are crosses, bro. Are you shitting me? Is this a team that knows what's going on? Or that's desperate? We're desperate. You're crossing hoping for the best.
All the arrows are like
all the arrows are from crossing Kenny in.
From left to right.
Kenny in. Like maybe I'm being unfair to Kenny because if you're doing 20 fucking 50 passes a match crosses, you have a few bad ones. Right? I'm being unfair to him because he's had shocking ones, but he's being asked to do 50 crosses a game.
Exactly. Look what and you know what's crazy about him is that he's doing this. You know what I mean? Like he runs down on the wing every time.
Every attack. Can you run until you burst the lung?
And he tries different things, but it's so hard because they always push it down. And then that Nuno guy, when he brought him on, which was quite refreshing because we had some pace on the right. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Like it was weird, and I thought that guy's like cheering his cover, and now he's playing right. It's like,
no, but he can play right. Apparently, he's played right back before. But I want to say this to you: if this is the coach, you're playing a left back and right back. What are we doing with Bellerin in the squad still? What are we still doing with Bellerin?
What are we doing with him?
What are we doing with him? What are we doing with Suarez?
When he could leave, there was a lot of players when they could leave, he stopped it.
What is Bellerin doing in the club?
That's the thing. All these questions are coming back, you know, like from before. Like, you know, it's only so much this guy can hide. Like,
all of last season, at the end of the season, we're saying Bellerin must go. He must go to France. Then I was like, yeah, go to PSG. It's fashion there. He's gonna love it. But yet he's still here. Is what's his name? The only person who doesn't see the stuff is Arteta.
yeah.
And you telling me Brentford didn't prepare like this? They know Tony's gonna get the ball all the time. Didn't Brentford
Yeah,
say, "Oh
exactly.
yeah, cool"?
You could even
We know
see
what they're gonna do.
they were allowing it. They pushed it down that side, allowed it, and just cut off the cross. You know,
Who's gonna do that?
a lot
That's
of
what
the
Arsenal does.
yeah, a lot of
No,
the
sorry, did you?
yeah, yes, a lot of the
Yeah.
times he will cut. Yeah, so but I suppose it's not too early for the next tweet.
And oh, this is a joke one, bruh. From at Akshay underscore 1509. FIFA, we're putting on Arteta. Where we're spot on putting Arteta on this. I think, yeah.
4 feet season. It's tough, bro. It's really
No,
tough.
it's not tough, bruh. We have and I'm sorry, unfortunately, we have an inexperienced coach who is now digging, what's the word, doubling down.
Yeah.
And he's doubling down. And I'm sure he's got the hardest job in the world right now, right? He's under tremendous pressure, but nothing he has done has shown us that he is trying to get out of this fucking rut.
Yeah, that's the thing. The progression is not there.
We
Even
can
with the
believe
thing, we
with
don't
you.
have style. You know, I don't know what those kids were doing. The thing was for me, I get it with the kids, put them on. But as I said, there were no game changers after that. Saka was your game changer, and it's hard,
There's
bro.
no
Like there's too much
strategy.
of pressure on that dude.
There's no strategy. There's
Yeah.
no
So,
strategy.
and then
Brentford beat us with the game changers are game. But if you get a shot, bro, if you get a chance, if you're creating chances,
yeah,
you score, right? But not if you're crossing wildly into a box and hoping for God
exactly. And this
for a
goes
header from.
last season. It started the same, bro. Eventually, he needed to change that crossing from the wings thing. Remember, it was just cross after cross after cross. We were just so tired of it.
He did it again. He didn't change. Did he change?
Well, it kind of changed. Remember when Smith Rowe came in and Odegaard came in, they were playing a bit more like passing. But when it goes, it's like default, you know, like and like play, like they change, then default, it just goes back there. Then he also
Because they're scared and
other
they start
thing is
losing
just
it.
changing things around to figure out stuff. He's still not sure about his formation, his tactics. That's another thing because a season and a half in, because he came in like pretty much just halfway of Emery's last season. He has a whole season. Are you still trying stuff? Because that Villarreal game where he played a false nine, has he tried that before? And I'm like, why are you trying stuff like, you know what I mean? Like he didn't try it before, and you tried at such big games. So it's like weird stuff like that. So if he is working out his combinations, it's not really helping his cause, man. And really,
Are you seeing anything positive from him? Because I think that's what I'm trying to say to Elzo. Like, I don't see anything to hold on to.
but
He's in the post-match interviews and pre-match interviews, he's very dismissive, or he doesn't want to answer questions.
he doesn't want to answer anything, you know.
He doesn't want to answer anything. I know coaches don't do that, but he's not giving us anything.
Yeah. But even if he doesn't give us anything to talk about, like he says anything, at least show us something. And that's the thing that we're talking about. Like we're not seeing anything. And you know what? We were like, I have faith in a style, but when you ask me, is there anything I can say that positive, bro? Like, you know, Gunacast, like we did what the tweets before, but we didn't do match shows because it was just so tough, like trying to like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just gonna rage, bro. Like I can't defend like half the stuff. Like a few games, you're just like, dude. Like even talking to my mates, I'm like, I don't want to talk about Arsenal right now, you know. So and that's what it's come to. And the sack is on. It's on now. Like as a person that wasn't for it, it's on. Like he brought it upon himself. Like there was one thing you were saying, like there was an attacking midfielder issue that he kind of caused. We had attacking midfielders. He got rid of them. We had it's not the ones we wanted, but he got rid of them. We didn't make a chance to get goalkeeper. Same thing. You know what I mean? Even maybe right back, left back, same thing. We had Tierney. We knew we needed support for Tierney. He was like, no, maybe Ainsley, maybe this. Kolasinac goes, now he buys it. But we actually really need a right back, like a world-class right back. If you want to play the tactic you want to play, have wing backs overload. We need good wing backs. You can't just have Tierney and then Chambers. Chambers has a few good games, but consistently season like Tierney can play good.
But is Chambers a right back? Is he a right back?
Exactly, that's another. This one was like center defensive mid for Fulham. Like, where is he? Then he came as a center back to I don't know, bro. Yeah. Then there's Bellerin. And Suarez is I'll play the most out of everyone just because I'm forced to. But I don't know. You know what I mean? But anyway,
hit us with the next dude. Hit us with the next dude.
Puja Media, Chelsea realized on time their legend experiment nonsense. They couldn't wait for 2 years. Arteta is still romancing Arteta because Daily Mail told that he trained Sterling. I think he's trying to say Arsenal are still romancing. Ole is the other mediocrity that they are selling. He's improving the team over 3 years. Uselessness. Well, you got some points there. I think this ex-player thing and romancing it is a bit overindulged. Like,
no, but for me, the point maybe for me the real point is that Chelsea is ruthless. They don't suffer mediocrity at all. You know, Conte won them what? What did Conte win? The league, or he was fired the following season.
Yeah.
People. So we have against
a spineless dude. That's sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Europa. He had like the worst season, and he comes out with the Europa, and he knew he was going. Like, they are ruthless, and sometimes you have to be. You know, I think with them, they want results, and if you don't get it, they don't. And with Lampard, he spent like 400 million or whatever. Like, he was. So it's like, and that's the other thing. They trust you to a point. They'll give you all the resources, and then bye if you don't. And you know, maybe that's how you have to be held.
No, I think with Arteta it's enough now, in the sense that the whole board, all these guys. I didn't even say we actually got an amateur board, like or amateur. What's his name? Edu. We're just an amateur.
Restructure. When he came in, he also started restructuring everything. Take this person, that.
They fired senior people. They hired.
I was like, dude, just chill for 1 season. Like, you're still fresh in this. You can't come now. You know, this is your first ever like management job, like full-on management job. So, but odds are against him, which we'll see against the next team. Make some money.
Yeah, this is from the odds Bible. So Mikel Arteta is now favored to be sacked first in the Premier League this season. His odds are 9-2. I agree. I mean, the whole world.
Chelsea and City are next. The sack.
Yeah, it's all. But the world sees this. So Arteta doesn't see how much trouble is in. And then he doesn't try and prepare for this trouble. Does he think I'm gonna be here forever? Arteta doesn't want to see, bruh. He is just so stubborn. Or this team, the people around him who have given him this faith. Dude, you are literally walking a tightrope. You don't force the team to buy all the players you need. You don't force them to sell the shit you don't need. You don't force it, and you just this transfer window will be the window that breaks you. Will break him. You had the chance to what do you call it? To prepare, to buy everything you needed, to get everything in place. You don't do it. Now you're gonna be fired, and you're gonna be crying there. I should have, and you probably tell us, "Oh, I needed an attacking midfielder," but you didn't buy one. When the season started, there was no new attacking midfielder. So don't say you needed one.
Again to go loan one and stuff like that, you know.
And now apparently Odegaard, 50 million. Real Madrid knows we're desperate. Everyone knows we're desperate now. You just came off from a fucking 2-0 defeat at first match. If you come knocking, they're gonna be like, nah, bruh. Pay us what's good.
Yeah.
And so you are desperate. This window was a waste of. This was a waste, bruh. And for someone who's on the that gangplank into the fucking water. Yeah, you're being pushed with a knife behind. And you're like, nah, man, yo, man, chilling, bro. Chilling, Gav.
Yeah, it's like a small like a. I was talking to Clocky. He's like, this guy must be Edu and Arteta must be investigated. You're like, those must have like a Zondo commission just for those. There's some corruption there because like when like those don't perform, like you're still getting performance bonuses. Yeah, like ESCOM's like CEO still gets his performance bonus even though we're suffering. Yeah, that's like what Arsenal's doing to us. There's something's happening because also what those like that 16, what you're saying, going down 16 times. Like, how is there no pressure now from the board? Like first game of the season, like if okay, I suppose the next 5 games is gonna like we lost the next 2. People are not confident that we are winning at all. Maybe we can just throw a spanner in the works. But if we don't, we know the 0 out of 9. That means you can only get 6 out of 15, so pressure's on. Like for him, if he gets a win at Chelsea or City, then the O's will be like, okay, sure, there's a something here. But that's doubtful,
All I'm
without
asking
Lacazette and Aubameyang.
All I'm asking is just give us a reason to believe, and he hasn't.
Yeah.
He hasn't. And if you sorry, just go to the next tweet there. How do you say this guy's name? Manamela. Manamela, which it sounds Tswana, Manamela. South African 08 underscore. So at Manamela MA1. I'll forever celebrate at Arsenal and Arteta's continuing downfall because of how they treated Emerson also. That's what goes back to Arteta, as in how many people has he fought with in the club? Yeah, and then it's their fault, not Arteta. You have one common denominator. He fought with Ozil. Ozil is benched. He fought with Guendouzi. Guendouzi is being thrown to 2 loans in a row. Saliba, I didn't want to give him a chance.
And even anybody that supported Ozil, like I know Kolasinac, Mustafi, but they're not great players. But you know what I mean, like.
But they're all kicked out. But there's a vibe that they catch.
For me, I don't understand is what Torreira did.
So what did Torreira do? Torreira is being relegated now. But so I want to come back quickly. I want to just add this. Now Aubameyang they're saying Arsenal is willing to listen to talks to Aubameyang being sold. There's one common denominator, bruh. There's one coach who is just not gelling with the team.
Yeah, and it's the same thing you were saying. You remember when Aubameyang was late and he like went and told everyone like this guy was late. It's like he also it's like trying to show because Aubameyang has weight. You know what I mean? Like socially, you know what I mean? Like all got like 2 million, 3 million, maybe 10 million followers. People love him. So it's like you make him look like like we say back home is like a cake. Trying to make him look like dirty his image to show that he's the boss, you know what I mean? And at first I didn't think like that. I thought Arteta was like this dude. Now, as I'm saying, the cracks, like the nice wallpapers peeling off, the cracks are getting revealed and you see his true personality. Because for me, if we decided to drop Laka and Aubameyang for personal or team or whatever issues, you know what I mean? They're not really sick. No COVID, nothing, you know what I mean? Can't just throw sick around here during these days, you know? It'd be like, it's a mommy, I got COVID. Is you all right? Gonna worry. So now they're sick and he pulled them out, not even on the starting lineup or anything, so they're sick. But if it was just because they have an attitude, he cost us the game. Those are 2 experienced players that could have saved us from the game. Let's be fair. If they didn't start, I would have benched them. Be like, dudes, why are your attitudes like this? But you're going to need them, and like he shot himself in the foot because the kids, they were out of their depth because we didn't play to their strengths. And that team was organized, the Brentford. Martinelli.
But let me say, I want to add to what you said though. If your conspiracy theory that these dudes are actually pulling a sickie, how dangerous is that? How devastating is that for a team that your players are pulling a sickies and saying they're not gonna play? That means this guy's he's lost the team.
And like
like you
two,
said, the
like,
cracks are showing. The
experienced
cracks,
players, like, there's no one longer than them there now, and they're like senior guys.
and they are not willing to play. And look at Leno, bro. Leno has become petulant. I don't know if you've seen the last couple of games from last season. He's become demotivated.
Yeah, it's like there's no fight.
Doesn't want to.
Even when that guy pulled him, he's like, normally he'll like rage, you know what I mean? Like, this guy's pulling me, like all of them, none of them like even like trying.
He's given up.
Look, it was
he's tired.
Foul, but at the end of the day, like, geez, you can make some noise. Like, come on.
But it's not the same Leno. This is not the same Leno. This Leno's gone down. His attitude's gone down. These things are happening, and everyone is we're blaming the individuals, but there's one person.
Yeah, it's slowly peeling away, man. Like, you know what I mean? We're decoding the matrix here. We can see what's happening.
Look, I'm sad how I fell from not believing this guy. I'm sad because I know Tori, I was having not fights, but I'll give him another season, another window. Yeah. He wasted this window. So what are we giving him? He wasted a whole window. So and then you don't change anything. So you getting a new window was addressing the issues. You did not. So I'm like, is this guy literally
but but the other question is maybe the players aren't the issue too. Because like we were doing all right with some of these players, like, before, or like with a different style. But now, like, you remember when the FA Cup, it's a different style to what he played last season. Last season, he went pure his style. That FA Cup time when we won, he was just making do. He used the team, you know what I mean? Like 3 in the back. Remember, he always had 3 in the back. He always did these kind of things, like a safe. Now he went 4 and he tried to mix it up with his style. And then I'm like, it's not really working, right? Like, maybe. But like we say the team is pretty shit now. I think this next tweet, maybe it shows the power of Wenger or the maybe how bad the league was. I don't know. You guys can decide. But Mitch Matiana, that's it. Wenger was qualifying for Europe with this team. I actually know this team, like Fabianski, Giroud on the right, or Giroud, Vermaelen, Schillaci, Andre Santos, Frimpong in the center. I can't even remember when I heard it. Benayoun, Coughlin as midfielders, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Shamak, and Arshavin. To be fair, the best player there is Arshavin because he scored 4 goals. Well, he scored a lot of goals, but still, like, damn. That's like,
look, Wenger did magic.
And 1 4-star there. Everyone's 2 stars.
Wenger did magic with nothing, bro. Like, Wenger, shout out to him. I still believe his time was up, and I do blame them for not doing proper, what's the thing called? Succession planning.
Change
management, succession planning. He should have brought a coach in, a junior, a partner coach for the last 5 seasons to work with him but they didn't. And then we got caught up with our pants down. And so Wenger, shout out to him, but him and the team also dropped the ball at the end. But he did magic with fucking
scraps. That's scraps, bro. That is scraps. Like, that's like in every other team there'll be some.
I'm sure this team is less than how much Ben White is worth. This team. This team is less than what Ben White was worth.
I don't even know when this was, but it was a while back.
I think Coughlin, Frimpong, Vermaelen, Schillaci.
Frimpong was like ages ago. And I remember this time, had a lot of injuries and stuff, I think. But still.
Yeah, so, but I think that the last tweet is fun.
Those days are gone, and like even if you look at those defenders there, they were useless. I think they weren't
the only guy I liked
but they did the job.
The only guy who was good was Vermaelen, but TV5. But he was also very injury prone. Yeah?
The other thing is we scored a lot, so it didn't matter how many we let. We were able to score.
But I used to like him as a coach, as a defender. Vermaelen used to.
He actually played for Belgium in the Euros. I was like, what? You're still around?
That's weird. Yeah, that's wild. But his injuries were the problem. But I mean, that's Arsenal, Giroud injuries.
Yeah.
So Oxlade injuries. Shamak, where's Shamak again from? Tunisia or Turkey?
Morocco.
Morocco. Oh, Shamag. Remember when he came with that gel vibes?
Yeah. He was so bad. I was like, Wenger, what are you doing?
I had hope,
he was good. He was good. But I also feel like it was hard as well because we didn't have like all around quality players. You know what I mean? Like I think like his substitute was Bentner. You know what I mean? Like
the Lord who's retired now. The Lord is retired. Long live the Lord of football.
Yeah, so it's like not to be bad, but he did something. I think Wenger's tactic was you could play it with anybody if you just listen to what he wanted you to do, like move the ball, like look.
But wasn't Wenger also criticized about being stubborn, playing the same formation regardless of the opposition, not changing tactically?
Yeah,
maybe
because
Arteta
his style could destroy anyone, I think, But I think also when people started like learning how to counter it and defend against it, that's where I also felt he was stubborn in the sense he didn't really care about defense too much, like drilling on defensive structures. He was good at it. He knew what to do, but he was like, look, my play can win a game. Like the play that we have, we can pass, get the ball through, and he went a bit smaller and faster. But the English league grew bigger, like always got bigger and stronger. So I don't know, like I think he wanted you. I
think he also was killed by the outspending. The game changed.
Thing,
They outspend his ass out of there, man. So I just wanna come back the last one for the fun. Just adding off this bitter weekend with our boy number 9, Tony, at _the_morg_. Oba and Laka on episode 1 of All or Nothing, Arsenal trying to cheer the team up after losing to Brentford. So we still have that documentary, bruh.
Bro,
the pain.
Why are we even doing that? Like, we're just embarrassing ourselves. They should have done it in like 2004. Like, why are they doing it now?
I want to see it, actually. So you got the boys.
Maybe they're doing it on the FA Cup.
I'm playing the video. Who's Aubameyang? Who's a black guy?
Let me see. Laka must be the that's dancing crazy. Yeah. Yeah, like
is Aubameyang the dancing one?
What? Yeah, the crazy. Because Laka looks like that too. Aubameyang is cool.
Laka is the rapper and Aubameyang is the dancer.
Yeah, man. That's where we've come. But yeah,
we've got a document. At least we've got a documentary to look forward to.
I don't know, because what are they going to report on? Like last season, that's like not even worth talking.
Well, maybe they'll show us how stupid Arteta is, then we can see him sucking the soul of the club. Because I think he's lost the players.
Yeah, I think he's lost the players on Mourinho, and they fired. Imagine that thing's going to be in the history books for like ever, and then they just Mourinho. Mourinho too, he loves the media. He's like, yeah, sure, come, let's do it.
I just want Arteta to be exposed because I think I'm sorry, I feel bad that I've turned against him now, but I do not see anything to believe in.
Yeah, it's slowly becoming that way, bro.
When you lose, and then you lost because you tried, nah? But we didn't, or there was something, there was nothing there.
I was even saying like even a goal, like something, you know what I mean? Like something too.
We lost because we were unlucky. If we hit the crossbar 4 times, you're like, okay, we were unlucky. There was nothing there.
Even like the intent, that's the thing. I think it was just so depressing because the intent wasn't there. It's like Brentford, we allowed them to win. And maybe he also fielded a squad that took them for granted. Like, not saying that the kids should not play.
Well, we had no options, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's where we put ourselves into. We fielded the squad thinking that, hey, they can do it. But Brentford were a bit stronger. But even to go and change the game, where you realize, okay, no, we still have 90 minutes, you know what I mean? We can change the game. But the Nelson, is that the attacker you bring on, like Nelson? I know there's no one else, and he's probably the best on the list, but Nuno did more than Nelson. Nelson touched the ball like 4 times. I was like, you bring the dude to change the game. And then one touch that was actually, if he thought before he passed, that could have been a goal scoring opportunity. Saka
but
obviously made a difference. So.
Do you know how many people? Bruh. I'm just saying, are we a serious team, bruh? because we have no depth, right? Because the people that do the subs were starting with. So now you have the sub of the subs at the subs.
Yeah, and the other thing is the people that are injured are not even attackers. It's only Aubameyang and Lacazette. We don't know what's going on there. It's like Eddie and Nketiah, which is fine. But it's only Partey and Gabriel, which, yeah, I suppose if they come in, we're missing two solid players. But that doesn't stop us from scoring. Who are we going to choose now? You know what I mean? Like, so it's tough, bro. And like, as we close off, bro, City and Chelsea coming up. Well, Chelsea next, then City. How you feeling, man? Like, what the tweet's gonna be off the chain?
Look, I wanna say, what time are they? Because I think the difference for us will be what time the matches are. Then we can at least watch them together.
5:30 on Sunday and 1:30 on Saturday.
Okay, 5:30 on Sunday. Okay, cool. And what? Yeah, that's nice, bro. These will be matches we can watch together. You know, we've got the curfew in South Africa. Yeah. So 9 o'clock we have to shut down shop and go home. So I'm looking forward to watching the matches with you guys.
It's gonna be good.
That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm just looking forward to be out.
To be fair, I want to go watch the game out, but like if we get chowed, like you know what I mean, chowed. You know, like hey,
yeah, you must come
going for a game we know we're gonna win. But if we win,
we support Arsenal. through thick and thin. I will wear the top. I will do everything. And talking about tops, I want that third kit is fire. I need it in my life. So I think I'll be there, man. I don't know. I can't predict anything. Let's see what happens to.
Yeah. At least our kids look good, you know. That's one thing Adidas done well for us, you know. Make us make us look good.
So I'm just looking forward to football.
Yeah, even me. Look, to be fair, it's nice to have these big games early up as well. You know what I mean? Get like, you know, even Brentford, a loss early on is all right. Maybe it's a kick in the pants we need to like come right. You know, maybe they start putting pressure on Arteta. You know, people like, you know, it's only the first game, so things could change. We might, and if we end up winning both those games, it could be like, you know, sometimes you get that turning point in a season, you know, and it could be one of those that we need and maybe find his rhythm.
But I want to ask you though, does Arteta know what he's doing? Because what philosophy are they playing?
I think he does.
What are they playing?
But I don't think it's working out. I think he knows
what is it? Because
what he wants.
I don't watch Chelsea a lot, but TT has Chelsea playing differently. He had them fucking win the Champions League.
He knows what he wants to do, like what he wanted to achieve in the terms of the way they want to play, and he plays to their strengths. Arteta did that, and then now because he has an extra season, he's trying to embed his way of play, which is similar.
What's his way?
Similar to Pep, build from the back. You know what I mean? Use your wings, overlap your wings. Maybe you use multiple methods of trying to get a lot of passes.
But that's weird considering
our passes aren't like decisive and threatening. So we're doing it, but we like, as you said, it's a donut. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I was trying to say, Pep, it's not the Pep system, because Pep's got an overloaded midfield, bro. Pep's got so many midfield players.
No, that's when you want to do that passing kind of movement, you know, that everybody defends and everyone attacks. You know what I mean?
But Pep can do that. He's got too many midfielders. Arteta has 0 midfielders.
Yeah, Pep got 2 midfielders that can put a ball through, you know, like make like Aubameyang run. 2 that just can do it with their eyes closed. De Bruyne can do it with eyes closed, and like Bernardo Silva and Gundogan can do it. You know, maybe not Bernardo Silva, but Gundogan. Then you still got Bernardo Silva and all of them.
And Fernandinho, yeah.
Rodri and all of these dudes just chilling over there. And the other thing is they use 2 attacking. They don't use 2 defense. You know what I mean? Like it's like how you have Fernandinho is like how we have Xhaka and Sambi or Lokonga, Xhaka and Lokonga, or Xhaka and Partey. They have like Rodri and like maybe De Bruyne or like a Gundogan, another attacking next to him. You know what I mean? So it's not like full defensive, you know.
And Sterling. I'm sorry, dude. Like
Arteta, and everyone, you know.
But what football is Arteta playing? The crossing football. Is that his?
Now I don't know. Now I'm still trying to figure it out. Like after this first game, I was like, dude, these kids are supposed to run riot here. What did you make them go and play? You know, because that's what I'm trying to think. Because they look like they were very rigid, like they had to stick to their position. And I felt that that's not really like how a Martinelli likes to play. Or even a Balogun. Balogun, he'll come run out, get the ball. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
But getting the ball is what killed like I said. Like I said, fucking go get the ball in the halfway line.
Yeah,
that
because
you don't need
by
a
the time it
fucking
takes them forever
strikers
to get
getting
the
balls
ball.
in the halfway line.
It takes them forever to get the ball to the number 9. You know, even Pepe. Pepe was like, that's the other thing. We don't even use when we're getting marked out the game to our advantage. When there's 2 or 3 people on Pepe or 3 people on Saka, why isn't there an early release to another player in a free space? You know what I mean? But we still drag it wide. Why are you going wide? You know what I mean? Because those 3 players can just go to you. You know what I mean? If you can pop it out, Emil Smith-Rowe gets well in that position, but it's hard because he has to run between 2 wingers. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense sometimes. So, and then Balogun was just played out the game. I actually feel sorry for that kid because this was his chance. And like the sad thing is, being Arteta, he might not play him again. You know what I mean? Like, because he's like, all right.
But like, yeah, but that's the same Arteta that's willing to that thing they're willing to sell Aubameyang because of they're willing to sell Aubameyang because of the failure of the manager to play Aubameyang. Aubameyang, a 20-goal striker,
he made this
had
dude
10.
He wants to be a legend in the club, and now he's treating him like this. You know?
And now you're willing to listen to sales for Aubameyang. Aubameyang, a world-class fucking striker, is being sold by Arteta, who was world-class at nothing. But I'm just saying, the problem is not Aubameyang, it's not Balogun, is that the formation does not fucking work.
Yeah, it doesn't suit these guys'
It doesn't work.
Even
it doesn't suit football.
Pepe should actually be playing on the other side. He should have been playing on the left. Pepe is good on the right, don't get me wrong, but he should be playing on the left. Let's see it, you know. It's like it's stuff like that. But all these questions are coming up now because, you know, it's like it was us before and it kind of died off. But now with the way he's playing and what we can see and Aubameyang, Lacazette and Willocks and all of these people in the mix, it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like Ben White, you know, those kind of deals. Yeah, we were happy when Ben White came. But now you're like, what happened to Saliba? You know what I mean? Like, what's happening to Holden? Oh, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. So all these questions are getting asked and hey, bro.
There's one man in the middle of everything.
Exactly. And it's all going to come back and fall apart. But the thing is, he'll get sacked for all of this, hopefully, if it comes down to that, because we can't be releasing players that we need. You know what I mean? Like letting go of Kolasinac was not a great thing because we didn't have backup for Tierney, but just because he wanted him out the club, like very stubbornly. You know, I'm not saying we should have
Kola, I'm fine. Kola's not good, bro.
I'm just saying, like, when Tierney got injured, then we were like scraping, we're putting Xhaka there, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's stuff like that where you could have, just because you want to get people out, maybe there's a kind of, like, you know, ego thing, like, these guys think they're too clever, I'll show them, you know? And then it didn't work out. I'm not saying Kola should have played, I'm saying, but he could have been there just for backup. Now Tierney gets overly exerted because we have nobody else that's at his quality. But you could have slotted Kola in.
But are they not training? Are they not training left backs? Are they not under 23 left backs who are training with the first team? Are there no under 23 right backs training with the first team?
I don't know, but that's another thing. That's going to come down to the Nketiahs and Nelsons. We're only going to get Saka and Smith-Rowe once every 10, 20 years. You know what I mean? I don't see, maybe Aziz and them might come through and be good. But, you know, like from that whole crop, like there's a lot of them, like Nelsons, all of them. It's only really Saka and Smith-Rowe. So maybe they just bang average, man. Like it's sad to say, like, you know, but I don't know, man.
I don't know, and I'm just tired now, man. I'm just tired of this team.
That's week 5.
Yeah, man, match day 1, we were already tired, bro. And I don't want to say I'm jumping to conclusions. It was one first game. Bruh, this is a repeat. With the last season, we picked up from where we left off, basically.
Yeah,
in the sense of how the team,
you know, but it actually feels like, you know, where we did a bit of progress where we won a
Then we
few.
won back.
We just went to that December time where it was just terrible. Like that's the football I saw here on Friday. And like the thing is, people can say, yeah, we negative and all that. Yeah, sure. But the thing is, it's the first game of the season. Like I was chilling with United fans watching the United game. But like the way I was celebrating with them because I had like Bruno Fernandes in my fantasy team, and he got me like 50 points. I'm like, what? You know, and like I was like, what? Like then I got angry with myself. I'm like, I wanted to do this for my team. You know what I mean? Like the most I did was like celebrate was when Saka got applauded on because it was so nice that their team actually showed him like some respect, because after what he did. But that was it, bruh. That was the game. It was start, halftime, Saka got applaud, finish. We lost. You know what I mean? It wasn't not exciting. But yeah, we move on. Hopefully it'll pick up, you'll learn. This really shows us we need to do more in the transfer market towards the end. Hopefully.
I don't want to even I will see you next game.
Yeah. Next game, we'll see each other in person, hopefully. But yeah, what the tweet episode 1, Brentford 2, Arsenal. No, yeah, the fans had a lot to say. I think it was the Arteta day today. We need to find a last tweet. Remember, it was William out. William contract in, so we need to find one. Maybe you guys can suggest one, but yeah.
No, man. No, shout out to the new season being back. Shout out to the club we love. Shout out to the fans. Shout out to
don't forget to get your starter packs.
Shout out to everyone. We all want to stay healthy. Good to see the fans back. People vaccinate, please, and let's get back to the cool days. And and maybe Arsenal. Maybe Arsenal also needs to get vaccinated, and then we'll be fine.
I'm waiting for a home game where we can see some fans, but it's against Chelsea, so it's not the best home game to have. But it will be.
We'll see. Maybe they'll have the flags out there. They'll have the flags there. Arteta out, Kroenke out.
That's the thing. I don't want it to be like that. They need to show support. We haven't had support. The team hasn't had support in like a year and a half. So, but I'm sure it'll come out. People also, we need to say what we need to say. So, yeah. But Khumo, thanks again. It's always a good one. What the tweet. We'll catch you on the next one. Me, Keesh, and it's Khumo. We out.
Well, look at this.